Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the KetoMom page. My name is Stephanie, and we are diving into, got my fingers in spots I want to share, Chazown. All right, if you are brand new to the page, first of all, welcome. I love it. I would love to meet you. You can post new in the comments. If you are not new, I would love to know where you're tuning in from and something, I don't know, anything that you've learned really doesn't know that I'm on a live. So good morning, where are you tuning in from? If you have had this profound thought or learning lesson that you want to share with the KetoMom community, post it in the comments. So every day I come on here, my husband is traveling. When he gets back, he'll do it with me, but we do a live around mindset, around a book, around how to grow you as a person. Right? So you can scroll through this page for the last almost 7 years, and there is plenty of resources as far as food and recipes and how to eat. You can send me a message. I answer all of them right back, and I'll help you on your fat loss journey. That's why most people are here, right? So I would love to help you as far as your mindset goes. Where are you focused on? Most people think that I will be better when, right? Or a lot of people feel like they don't have value to add to other people, and that's a lie. So every morning we're going through a book. Right now we're going through the book called Chazown. It's discovering and pursuing God's purpose for your life, right? And you can go through the page all day long, every day, for keto tips, tricks, and ideas. If you go to ketomomsecrets.com, there is a blog that has so many recipes to help you. Mornings are for your mindset. The rest of the day, we will work on your fat loss and anything else that you're working towards. Now, here's the book that we are going through. Just a quick recap. It's basically walking you through what you're called to do. What are the things that are burning desires in your heart that you haven't gone after, right? Because we are called to chase, or we are called to pursue more than just fat loss. You actually have a calling on your life. Did you know that? You have gifts and talents that people are waiting for you to use. So I'm just going to recap a couple sayings that are in the beginning of the book, and then I'll give you 2 things to think about for today. Actually, I think it's 3. But everyone ends up somewhere. Few people end up somewhere on purpose. If all you think about is your fat loss, everybody ends up somewhere in their health journey. Few people end up somewhere on purpose. On purpose means you've got a focus, you've got a target, you've drawn a line in the sand. Like you've learned from the past and you're moving forward, right? No more excuses. No more blaming, shaming, or justifying anything that anybody else has done. You are taking control and you're going to go after it. If it takes 2 weeks, if it takes 2 years, right? The fat loss journey isn't about just reaching a goal in 2 weeks. That's why most people quit. And that's why they circle over and over again, because they get so frustrated that it's not happening overnight. It's not going to. Another saying he says is, where there is no vision, the people perish. Don't perish because you don't have wisdom, you haven't sought it out. Don't give up. The only way you fail is if you quit. Now, this is going to be short and sweet. I like it when my husband shares because it gives a different insight or a different viewpoint. If you're following along in the book, we are on page 48, and I'm only going to go through three pages. So it says use it or lose it. We have talked about values that you have. We've said write down the values, write down the things that are burning desires in your heart. He shares a ton of stories, but basically he says this: what gifts do you have that you're not putting to use? What are some things that you're good at? What are some things that you have a longing desire to share with people, but you're not doing it? Did you know that if you don't use the gifts and talents that you have, you will lose them? They will be taken away from you in different ways. Have you guys ever heard this phrase? I actually love it. It's one of my favorite quotes To whom much is given, much is expected. You are given a lot. You are expected or hope that you will use the gifts and talents that you are given. So, what gifts do you have that you've not been putting to use? Listen, you don't have to wait for your journey to appear perfect or to have the fat loss so that you can go share with people other gifts and talents that you love. You're all on a journey to better. The journey will take a while. You've got to be consistent. You've got to stay focused. You've got to stay consistent, right? And you've got things inside of you that people need. So it's time to share it. There's a couple questions I want to ask you, short and sweet, and then I'm going to let you go this morning. It says, I wonder what's holding you back. Do you fear failure? Are you afraid of being uncomfortable? Do you hesitate at the thought of being stretched? Are you stuck in a fog of excuses and doubt or missing facts? God has given each of us a Chazown along with gifts and opportunities to help others, to make a difference, to make it happen. Our job is to work hard to identify them and then to use them. You all have things that people need from you, that you all have gifts and talents that people need you to use to inspire them and to grow them. It's time to use them. So here's a couple questions. If you are actually taking notes, if you take one thought and think about it today, what do you have a passion to do and enjoy doing? Or what do you suspect you might enjoy doing if you just looked into it a little bit more? It could be a job, a hobby, recreational activities. Like think about today, what are some things that I truly that I have a passion for, that if I just looked into it, I might find an open door? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Number 2, what do you do that seems to have a significant impact on others? What are some things that you do that have a significant impact on others? Because you will do more of that, right? Hold tight to those things you're doing. And what do you secretly believe that you can do, but you've never tried? All 3 of these questions you can go into today being like, all right, if I have a calling on my life, because we all do, if I have gifts and talents that I should be using towards others, right? If I've got a burning desire, it will not leave me. Every day I think about it, I just don't make time to pursue it. Like, what do you have a passion about that you enjoy doing that you should dive into more? You never know the door that's going to open, all right? One of the best ways to find your gifts is to get involved in a variety of activities to find out what works for you, what becomes a burning desire. When you're ready, record some of your possible gifts and talents in a journal, as well as one commitment to specifically going after a new opportunity. What are you going to do? Join a group, call a friend, find a new organization, something. This book is great. There are so many incredible books, and there's so many things that can help you as a person on your mindset and realizing that you have more to offer to this world, to the people around you. You actually have to plug in and you have to do the work, right? No different than when I coach people on fat loss. There is no shortage. There is no shortage of books and podcasts and recipes and people's lives, people to follow. There's no shortage of anything. Like everything that you need is at your fingertips. Every piece of wisdom, every piece of knowledge, we are consumed with learning, and the key is to take action, right? Oftentimes people will ask and ask and ask, how do I lose this fat? How do I give me some more recipes? Give me some more tips. And I want to say, listen, you know everything you need to do. The key is to put it into action. If you just keep gathering all of the wisdom and all of the knowledge and all of the things, you're missing the key point. It's putting those to work, right? Same with this. Like if you have a longing desire to change people's lives, to inspire people around you, to know that you're called for more, you actually have to do it. So do the work. Start writing down in a journal what you value. What are some gifts that you might feel silly sharing it? Oh, there's something on my screen. Oh, there was something funny on my screen. You might go, I've never told anybody this before. I have a passion too, but somebody might make fun of me, or somebody might go, you can't do that. The things deep down, you know that you value, you love, you're passionate about, you would love to inspire people in that area, but you might be afraid of what other people think. Who cares? I know, easier said than done. Just start, even secretly, whether you're learning about it or you're going to join a different group of people, take action. Yes, it's necessary. You are right. Take action. So we'll continue to go on through the book. I hope that it gives you something to think about this morning as you go throughout your day, whether you're going to your job or your career or you stay home or you work from home. The point is this: you were made for more. You are called to do more. You have a calling on your life. There's a reason why you're here. There's a purpose and plan for you. You just get to choose whether you activate on that or not. And just so you know, spoiler alert, it's more than losing 50 pounds of weight. It's more than fat loss. That will give you confidence. That will help you probably grow as a person to feel better. But that's not your calling. That's just an action that you need to take. It's a discipline. I will help you with that. And I would rather help you on your mindset, because you'll go further in life if you realize that you're worth it, you're worthy, you can go after dreams and goals that you have deep down inside of you. You've got to think positively. You've got to fuel your mind just like you fuel your body. Super important. So, all right, I hope you have an incredible day. I would love to have you press the share button. Sharing is caring. Continue to tune into the page. I'm always here to help. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.